It's the 5th of December 2021. Lewis Hamilton wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for Mercedes, and little did we know at the time that in 2022, the team that has dominated F1 since 2014 would still be waiting for their first win since then. I mean, it would have been Abu Dhabi 2021 when they took their last win, but, Michael Massey. Anyway, this is the longest drought that they have been on in the V6 era, and it is also the longest wait that Lewis Hamilton's ever had between victories. The other two droughts came for Hamilton in 2009 and 2013. But we have seen a resurgence charge from the Silver Arrow since Canada. George Russell has looked strong, and Lewis Hamilton has scored 3 podiums in a row, and is looking to make it 4 this weekend. But could it be on the top step? Let's take a closer look. After the race in Austria, when speaking to Sky Sports, Toto Wolff said that the nature of the Paul Ricard circuit is very similar to Silverstone in terms of how smooth the tarmac is, which is very key for Mercedes and the car performance. And let's not forget that Mercedes do have a great record around France. Since the return of the French Grand Prix in 2018, they have won 2 out of the 3 races. Yes, I know they've had the best car during that time, but you get what I mean. The car suits the track, and the track suits the car. So they do have a good chance this weekend, even though their car is not as good as it has been. So you get what I mean. As we've seen when they go to tracks that aren't so smooth, their car looks very unstable. Another benefit of the race in France is that the circuit has a lot of high-speed corners, which the Mercedes likes. As the strong performances around Canada, Silverstone and Austria have backed up the strengths of the W13. The question is, can both George Russell and Lewis Hamilton go even better than just finishing on the podium? Can they win this weekend? Well, unless Red Bull and Ferrari suffer from some issues, Mercedes could be there to pick up the pieces. But there is no doubt that they have closed the gap to the top teams in recent rounds. Lewis Hamilton has showed that even after a poor qualifying performance, the strength of the Mercedes is in the race trim, and it can certainly give Red Bull and Ferrari something to think about when it comes to race day. As porpoising issues have been fixed for Mercedes, they have looked like they have pulled more performance each round out of the car, and I have no doubts that they will get a victory this season. But can it be this weekend? Well, unless things go their way in terms of luck, I don't think so. Which driver will take the first win for the team this season? It's easy to say that Lewis Hamilton will do it because, well, he is Lewis Hamilton. He looks comfortable with the car and is going about his business in such great style, as he's able to have such strong race days when you look at recent rounds compared to his teammate George Russell. However, not to forget, Russell is still leading Hamilton in the championship as we enter this weekend. Russell looks like he can pull off better qualifying laps than Hamilton this season, so that would give him an advantage of finishing better in races. It is just a perfect mix for Mercedes to have 2 drivers who can fight at the front consistently, and it's just a matter of time before the Silver Arrows get the victory this season. With a little bit of luck, it could just be this weekend. Let us know in the comments below what you think Mercedes' chances are for this weekend. Do you think it's possible, or do you think they'll have to wait for rounds later on in the season? Don't forget to like this video, and make sure to subscribe to Crouch F1 for more content.